Hey, good morning, everybody out there in YouTube and Facebook land and wherever else you're coming from, where you're picking up my videos. My name's Dennis Nelson. This is part 2 of my life I survived. And I've been thinking about it, and I thought I would kind of fast forward from the 1970s where all this shit happened to, I think it was 1993, 94. It was actually June, I think it was June 26th or June 28th. And God, how old was I? Yeah, I was like 28. Anyhow, I was living in this really cool 3-story house in North Seattle. And it was built in 1911. Super cool. Now you're probably going, Dennis, where the hell are you going with this? Hold with me, okay? So, in the 1990s, I was buying and selling cars from abandoned vehicle auctions, and I was making some pretty good money. On this day in particular, it was a Saturday, and I had gone down to Lincoln Towing in North Seattle, and I had bought a really nice Yamaha XS, I want to say 400, but it could have been a 650. Anyhow, we drug it back in the pickup truck, and on the way back, I'd stopped and I'd filled the tank up with gas. So there's actually 3 gallons of gasoline in this bike. Get it back to the house. The house was so cool because the bottom floor was actually our workshop for our motorcycles, and we never thought about explosions or gas or dangers. We thought we had it all taken care of. So anyhow, on this day, it's hot. It was really hot. And I'm wearing a tank top, and I've got my shorts and my moccasins on. And, I rolled the bike down the garage. And I took my leather coat off. And I call it the garage, but it's the basement. But on the basement, the doors, it had 2 big wood doors that would open and close. So, normally I'd hang my coat up on the corner of the door. And, I was working on the bike, and I couldn't get the tank off, and I was getting frustrated. My roommate and his little girl, his daughter, were upstairs, and the other roommate, Tammy, she was on the 3rd floor. She was taking a shower. So anyhow, I took a piece of 2x4, and I propped up the gas tank, and I made sure the petcock was turned off. I went upstairs, and I was making coffee. And I asked, my roommate, hey, can you come on down and blah, 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 I need some help with this. And we both walked down there, and there's 3 gallons of fuel all over the floor in the basement. So, we're like, hey, okay, fine. We've had gas spills before. Neither one of us are smoking a cigarette, so, we're okay. So we're like, fine, we'll get some rags and we'll clean it up. Let me paint this a little bit more for you. In our basement, I had all sorts of cleaning chemicals for cars and trucks and motorcycles. You had the washer and the clothes dryer down there. And almost directly above where I was working at, there was always this one light socket. And it didn't matter what light bulb we put in there, that thing would never work. So we always thought that it was dead. Hold on with that. That's part of the story. Let me take a vape hit. Okay. So anyhow, you've got a visual kind of what the basement's like. And we're living on Aurora Avenue on 41st and Aurora. A very busy street in North Seattle. Anyhow, so we turn around to grab the rags, and I grabbed one, and I turn around, and I look down, and this gust of wind comes blowing in through the door. And this little yellow, green, blue thing starts swirling in a circle, and it starts getting bigger. And we both looked at each other, and before we could say fire, we said, oh, fuck. The whole room blew up. And when I say blew up, it blew windows out, it blew the door shut. I was standing in the middle of the gasoline, and my roommate grabbed me and threw me backwards into the wall, to get me out of the fire. And as he threw me back, I grabbed the door, and I'm turning the knob, and I'm pulling, and I can't get the door open. My leather coat had wedged from the explosion. And as I'm pulling, I look down, and I'm looking at my ankles up to my knees. My legs are on fire. My mind says, those would be really cool colors for your next tattoo. And I was like, man, this is cool. And then all of a sudden it registers. Hey, you're on fire. Run, dumbass, run. And so I ran all the way to the west side of the house. I went flying back up the stairs and back out the back door. I was going to go kick the door open, and just as I get to the back door again, my roommate gets the door open. He comes running out, flames chasing him. And it was pretty intense, we had probably 4 or 5 different fire departments that showed up to put the fire out. The house is in flames. Everybody gets out okay. I get stuffed in the aid car, and the medics asked me, hey, are you allergic to any drugs? And I said, yeah. She says, why? Or what? And I said, everything. Why? I said, because I'm an addict and an alcoholic, and I'm 5 years clean sober, 2.5 years clean sober. Not good enough for slamming me full of morphine. Bam, bam, bam. Start getting the morphine, and we get a ride up to Harborview. And we finally get into the emergency room, and the morphine kicks in, and we're calming down. We start laughing. Hey, we blew the house up. Yeah, I don't have to deal with that landlord anymore. Ha, 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 ha. In reality, I've got severe second-degree burns up and down my body, as well as my roommate. I ended up living in Harborview on the burn ward for 2.5 weeks. They did take skin grafts. I had to do a bunch of skin grafts. Fire marshal came in, talked with me probably 2 days after it happened. He said, in reality, you should be dead right now. 9 out of 10 people do not live through what you just went through. You must have somebody looking out for you. And I kind of looked at him and I said, if you knew what I went through in my life, this is how my life has always been. But thank you. So anyhow, like I said, I lived in Harborview for 2.5 weeks, and I got out, and it took a year to recuperate. They sent me home with a jar full of Dilaudid, which is very similar to morphine. It's a painkiller. I took it took it as prescribed for 2 days, and I flushed it down the toilet. I was, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to go back out and relapse. And like I said, it took a year to heal up and reestablish myself. I had ghost pains for probably 6 years, 7 years after that. And it was very intense. So, when you hear someone say, hey, yeah, I just went through a house fire, I've been in a house fire, try to take the time to talk to them about it if they're wanting to talk. Let them bleed their heart out to you, because they might be asking for help in a way they don't know how to ask. And I had to talk this out for a long time to get it off my chest. I felt a lot of guilt. I destroyed a house. All my possessions were destroyed. But like everybody told me, you're still alive, you're still walking. You got to move forward with this. And you got to take your message and put it out there and help other people. And the one thing that I found through the fire was the material things. I can get bigger, better, badder, more expensive, or more cheaper things that got destroyed in the house later in life. The only thing that kills me that I lost was the family photos. That's it, you know. Yeah, you know, we're talking a long time after the fact. I think we're like 17 years after the fact now. But again, I survived. It's my life. I survived. So you know, if you're going through some issues with blowing your house up, burning your house down, or your house has burned down, and you know you're a little emotional about it, leave me a message. Just talk. You know, that's part of why I'm putting these YouTube videos up. You can talk to me. Why? Because I'm the guy that says, I know, I understand. And why do I say I know, I understand? Because I've fucking been there. I'm the guy that's been there. I can talk to you. I know what you're going through. You know. So again, this is part 2. Many other parts to come after that for the My Life I Survived. And I hope you have a great day. And I look forward to hearing your responses. Thank you.